My name's Amanda. I currently live in sunny Las Vegas, Nevada, and I am an anxiety and panic relief coach. I was born and raised in New Hampshire. I lived there for about 21 years. Went to college in Massachusetts where I majored in dance. When I graduated college, I packed my very small car and I drove across the country and landed in sunny Las Vegas, and that's where I've been for the past 8 years. Throughout those 8 years, I have gone back and forth with what my purpose was, what I wanted to do, what my meaning was, and I found myself bartending, cocktail serving, going into sales, and I found myself really, really unhappy. I found myself in a job that made my stress levels rise, made my mental health deteriorate. I felt suffocated and trapped, and I finally made the decision to part ways in November of 2018. Shortly thereafter, I discovered a path that I really wanted to take, and that was to dive into the coaching industry. When I came across Coach Training EDU, I knew that this was it. I knew that this was going to be my next move. I knew that this was what I was being called for. Signing up and doing this coaching program has opened up more doors than I could ever imagine for myself, for my future, and for my life altogether. What inspired me to become a coach was a greater sense of fulfillment for myself. I've always found that I was somebody who lended a helping hand to others in a time of need, a crisis, someone that just needed to vent to somebody. And in doing that, I really felt that there was more of a calling to me than what I was normally doing, whether it was a serving job, a sales job, a bartending job. I knew that I was meant for just a little bit more, and I knew that what I wanted to do was to help people. My coaching business now is fantastic. I took a little bit of time to really digest everything that I learned in the program to see where I wanted to take my business and to what niche I really wanted to hone in on and focus in. So now I'm happily signing my one-on-one clients, and at the moment I am currently creating my first group coaching program alongside of a course that I am very excited to launch in the next few months. The vision of my coaching business is to just create a community. That's something that I'm extremely passionate about. Even though right now I might have a smaller community, I would love for it to grow into something that we can take more public. We can do seminars, classes, teaching. It's something that I'm super passionate about, and I'd love to be able to open up retreats someday. And there's just, the opportunity is endless when you put your mind to something, and I am dedicated 110% to create this vision for myself. My single piece of advice for someone wanting to become a coach is just do it. If you feel that you're being called to help other people, or you have an expertise in a certain category of life that you feel you can offer your services to, just do it, because the coaching industry right now is growing so much, and we need more people who are positive influences in the world in general. And I really think that if you have a desire to become a coach, you just have to jump the gun and do it. My piece of advice that I would give to younger people would be to not limit yourself. Don't compare yourself to others. Don't hide yourself in a box. If you have the potential for something, go for it. Your opportunities are completely endless. Coaching has impacted my life in such a positive way. For me, it was being able to have an opportunity to do something that I absolutely love, and that is help people on a daily basis. I felt very stuck and suffocated in a job that I was really unhappy in, and coaching gave me an opportunity to break away. It gave me an opportunity to see past that, to give me a little bit of a brighter future. And in that, I have found a sense of stability. I found a sense of purpose, and I don't know where I would be without this coaching industry. I think the two most important things that I learned about myself during Coach Training EDU was that I am extremely capable of doing whatever I put my mind to, and how much I evolved, how much I grew when I thought that there was no more room left. And I was given an opportunity to work with some of the best teachers and the best coaches. And through that process, I learned exactly who I was as a person, who I wanted to be as a friend, as a daughter, as a coach to someone else someday. So with that process, I really realized that I was capable of pretty much anything I set my mind to. Coach Training EDU helped me start my coaching business because it gave me the courage that I needed to start my business on my own. It gave me the knowledge that I needed to help others, and it gave me the confidence that I needed to believe in myself, to build my business. I don't think that I would have been able to start this from scratch if I didn't go through this amazing program. One of my biggest influences in my life are, of course, my mother. She is just the biggest support system I could ever have, and I look up to her so much. She believes in me like no other. A couple other people that I really look up to and admire would be Alyssa Nobrega and Ashley Stahl. They're both women in the industry, women entrepreneurs and women coaches that I admire so much. I had the fortune to listen to Ashley speak at the Women in Leadership Summit in Las Vegas, and seeing her speak in a public setting with thousands and thousands of women in the industry was so eye-opening and so moving. And I only hope that someday I can be up on that stage talking and inspiring women from everywhere. There was a specific teacher in college. He was my dance professor, and his name was Gregory King. Wonderful man. He said one quote to our senior class that has stuck with me from that moment on, and it was to stay uncomfortable because you never grow when you're in your comfort zone. I'll never forget the moment he told us that. We were all sitting in dance class together on the floor stretching, and he came in like a bulldozer and just had this deep conversation with our entire class. And I remember him saying that quote, and it just shook me. And I was like, I've never thought of that, like no one ever tells, a bunch of 20-year-olds to stay uncomfortable. And from that moment on, that's something that I've lived by. And I preach that and I teach that. And I think it's super important.